Dear viewers, and the last class we had seen FCFS disk scheduling algorithm. Continuation of that, today we are going to see SSTF shortest seek time first scheduling algorithm. This is also one kind of a disk scheduling algorithm. We have taken the same problem to find out what is the performance of this algorithm. And the disk queue is given as 98, 183, 37, 122, 14, 124, 65 and 67, and it is arranged in the scale in the ascending order that you know already. And the head position is given as 53, so which is lies between 37 and 65. What is this algorithm? SSTF algorithm. It is a shortest seek time first algorithm. Shortest seek time or very least time we could say. This algorithm, what it will do, it starts from the current head position, that is the point head is at 53, it starts with the current head position and it will try to achieve the pending request which is close to the current position. This is the algorithm. I'll repeat it. It starts with the current head position which is 53 in our example, and it will try to find the pending request which is very close to the current head which is at 53. What you have to do is, from 53 there are two closed points are there. We try to find out what is the difference between 53 minus 37, it is 16, and we try to find out the difference between 65 minus 53, the value is 12 here. Which one is least here? Here 12 is least. 12 is from 65. So we have to start from 53, from the current position it has to move to 65. From 65, which is very shortest pending request or which is very closest pending request, we have to see. From 65, 67. Once again, from 67 the head has to move in the cylinder. From 67, whether it has to move to 98 or it has to come to 37. What you will do, you try to go with the differentiation. 98 minus from 67, 98 minus 67, the value is 31, but 67 minus 37, the value is 30. Out of these two values, which is very minimum value, 30. 30 is from the disk queue 37. So from the 67, which is very close to value, which is very close to pending request, is 37. So it has to come to 37. From 37, which is very nearest one, which is very close to pending request, which is 14. From 14, there is no more requesters here. What we have to do? We have to go to the other side. From 37, we have to go to 98. There is no other option is available. From 98, we have to move to 128, then 124, and then 183. In this way, all the disk requests has been covered in the cylinder. Now, so we could see that from 53, which is very closest one, is 65. We should not choose 37. Then you should not choose this direction. We have to choose the 65 because the minimum value is 12 here. 12 comes from 65. From 65, which is very close to one, is 67. Or we should say which is very shortest path. From 67, you have to see whether 98 it should cover or it should cover 37. Based on this calculation, which one is very minimum value? 30, which comes from 37. So from 67, the disk has to move to the cylinder 37. From 37, it has to come to 14. This is 14. From 14, there is no more disk that has to be covered here. So it has to go to the other side. And it has to go to the other side. You can see that 98 is covering. Next, the request 128 is covering this. It will satisfy the cylinder. And then 124. And the final value is 183. We'll continue with the calculation. We have to find the total cylinder value or total length. You have to see this stretch. So 53 minus 67. This value is 67. So 67 minus 53 plus. What is the next one? 67 minus 14. This one is 14 and this one is 37. But what we have to take? 14. So 67 minus 14. So 67 minus 14. The next one is from 40 to See the last value from 14 to 183. So 183 minus 14. If you calculate this, you will get a value 236 cylinders. Did you remember what is the same problem which gives the number of cylinders in FCFS? It is 640, which is bit higher. Using this SSTF algorithm or shortest seek time first algorithm, the cylinder number of total heads or number of cylinder is reduced now. So we could say that this is a best algorithm. So I'll repeat it. How will you calculate it? 53 minus 67, 67 minus 14, 14 minus 183. This value is 183. So 183 minus 14. This will give 236 cylinders. In the first FCFS problem with the same disk queue, you got 640 cylinders. Now you could see that the performance is somewhat improved. But what is the limitations for this? What is the limitations? For example, take this queue. I have only two values. In my queue, I have only two values, 14 and 183. Only I have two values in this disk queue. Which one will be served first? So it is absolutely 14 will be served first. So what about 183? It has to wait for a long time. Indefinitely it has to wait until all this request has completed and it has to travel to 183. You could see that in this case the starvation arises. So the limitation is starvation of few requests, not all the requests. Here the 183 is starved now. So you could see that this has a limitation of this algorithm. Finally, what we could see here, this is a substantial improvement over the FCFS algorithm. But it is not at all optimal also. We have many more algorithms. The next algorithm is scan algorithm. The next one is C-scan algorithm. But this will reduce the cylinder when compared to FCFS algorithm. What is the shortest seek time first? From the current head position, it will start the request, and which is very least seek time value or which is very shortest value of among these two, it will take a value and then it will proceed it. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll understand.